Fight fans all over the world, it's Daddy P with Slap Happy Gorilla. What? Anthony Joshua, Jermaine Franklin, they weighed in today. That fight is this weekend, the weekend of April Fools. Anthony Joshua, everybody knows that he's coming back to kind of change his persona. I think he needs to. And Anthony Joshua is 24-3. He was knocked out one time by Andy Ruiz. He lost twice here recently to Alexander Usyk. He lost by unanimous decision in 2021. He lost by split decision in late 2022. And everybody knows what happened, when he fought against Usyk and went on that rant and rave, went out of the ring, came back in the ring, got the microphone, throwing stuff out of the ring, namely the Ring Magazine belt, just doing all kind of antics, kind of like a temper tantrum. And it really was a black eye for on his personal character to me. But I really think he learned from it. And the reason why I say that is because in this era of everybody work hard so everybody gets a blue ribbon for participating. You know what I'm saying? That's like, okay, bro, you work hard. Yes, you had a grueling training camp probably, and you lost. I mean, it is what it is. You got to go back to the drawing board and figure out how to win, all of that temper tantrum throwing stuff. You're a grown man. And I think a lot of what's happened I'm not making an excuse for him. I'm just saying what I believe has happened with Anthony Joshua is that he was the golden child. For Britain, he was the golden child. He won a gold medal. He was a unified champion in the pros. He held all the belts except the WBC. And, he was just heralded as this great champion that was a gold medalist representing his country. And then, professionally, he's just this big champion. Okay, now you get your bubble pop and now you go into like this temper tantrum and, and woe is me, but you rich. So I think the reason why I believe he did learn from it though is he learned that, hey man, in order to be a winner, I'm going to have to change some stuff. Or in order to go to the next level, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to have to get better. And he hired Derrick James. I think that shows that he did kind of learn something from, the little thing that I guess the breakdown that he had. And I'm usually pro boxer. I give these guys the benefit of the doubt because for my entertainment, they get punched in the face, and they risk their very lives in order to entertain me. So I'm pro boxer. I try to be, these networks and all of this politics in boxing, I'm not a fan of that. I'm a fan of the sport of boxing, and I try to be pro boxer. But for Anthony Joshua, now he has Derrick James, and I'm kind of eager to see what will be what has changed, And I know you can't change a lot in one training camp. It's just like in order to teach an old dog new tricks, you need time, But I do think that Derrick James is a good change for him, and I do think that he can improve in some things, and I think Derrick James is a good pick. So against Jermaine Franklin, who's 21-1, that loss was to Dylan White, who actually Anthony Joshua knocked out Dylan White when he fought him. So, but at the same time, Jermaine Franklin is a sturdy guy. He's a sturdy enough guy in the heavyweight division. Anthony Joshua has the experience factor over him. He's had the experience. He's been under very big lights, and he's fought a competition level that's, well over what Jermaine Franklin has fought. So I think with those things alone, he beats Jermaine Franklin unless something happens. It's heavyweight division. You can get caught with a punch and that's it. Night. And we've seen that before with Anthony Joshua. And I just believe, though, that Anthony Joshua's going to walk away with this fight. And I think that for his confidence level, it's going to be good for him and Derrick James. Now, I think what he needs to do is change his persona. His what the boxing public especially thinks of him. He needs to change that, because after that rant and rave, people are wanting to see if, okay, everybody makes mistakes, but are you going to learn from that? And I think a lot of people giving him, a lot of people's waiting to see what's going to happen next. And I'm one of them. And I really think that Derrick James was a step in the right direction. But I really think now that Top Rank, Todd DeBuff, however you say his name, Bob Arum's stepson or whatever, who's the president of Top Rank, he's kind of like trying to push the narrative that the next big thing is Joshua versus Fury, which, man, now Joshua versus Fury is the biggest British boxing fight. That's the biggest British boxing fight. I'll give you that. But for the heavyweight division, period, no. Everybody wants to see an undisputed heavyweight champion. I know I do, as a fan of the sport. I want to see Usyk versus Fury. And, I know they're having some problems making that fight, but okay, yeah, if Fury and Joshua fight, I'm fine with it. It's a money play for both of them, and I'm not opposed to these guys. Like I say, they get punched in the face for a living. If they can make their maximum payout, I'm all for it, And it'll be a good fight to boot. But I'm going to be honest with you, mentally, I don't know if Anthony Joshua is ready for that right now. But I think this fight will be a confidence builder for him, Jermaine Franklin. Like I say, I think he wins that fight hands down. Everybody, he's supposed to, he's supposed to. But I think it's a little too early to start kind of shaping a narrative that Joshua Fury is this next big thing. And I think that's kind of like a fail-safe for Fury versus Usyk, But whatever the case may be, it's a lot going on there. Both guys, Fury and Usyk, they got options coming up, and I think Usyk's going to have some mandatories he's probably going to have to satisfy. So all of this stuff is probably in the future, but at the same time, Anthony Joshua to get back on the horse, get in the win column, get his confidence boosted, and kind of change what the boxing public thinks of him moving forward. I think this is important for him, this fight, and I think he really does need another fight, another big fight. People have been kind of pushing the Deontay Wilder fight. I think that'll be a good fight. I don't think it missed its sell-by date because both of them has taken some losses. So I think that both of them need each other right now. And I think it'll be a very good fight, even here in America. And I think that it can do very well financially. And it'll be something that the boxing public will be very much intrigued by. Deontay Wilder and Fury made a lot of money in the U.S. and the buzz for their names in the U.S. now is very big. And Anthony Joshua, he's going to have some American fans just for the fact that, he's going to have a different fan base. I'll say that because Derrick James is his trainer. He's going to get some more fans on board here in the U.S. Because, you got two heralded fighters that have the same trainer, in Jermell Charlo, who's undisputed at 154, and then you got Errol Spence, who's a unified champion at 147. So Derrick James, I think he's going to bring a different dynamic to the career of Anthony Joshua if they continue on, and I really look forward to seeing how that maturation process moves forward for Anthony Joshua. But anyway, that was intriguing to me, and I'm looking forward to seeing how this all pans out. This is Daddy P with Slap Happy Gorilla. Go ahead and slap that like button. Tell me what you think in the comment section about Anthony Joshua and his career moving forward. And I will do another video, put out some content after the fight is over with Jermaine Franklin. I wish both guys well, and I hope that the fight is good, and I hope everybody ends up safe and healthy. So this is Daddy P. I'm signing off.